But I think the key to a successful pastorate in small towns is to get outside of your four walls and to become a pastor in the community. And so Licking is actually the largest town I've ever lived in. It's the only town that my wife and I have lived in that has a stoplight. So we're a town of about 1,500 people, and we have the stuff of a town of about 1,000. So we have a Dollar General, but no Walmart, no McDonald's, one grocery store, 2 banks. So small town feel. Well, when we first came here a few years ago, we were honestly just trying to figure out how to pastor. And then the longer you're in a place, the more you realize what the real needs are. Last December, we had been reached out by the CPS saying, would we be willing to give a donation to help buy Christmas presents for foster care kids? Sure, no problem. It's not hard to write a check, so we gave a sum of money to them. And as they were here that day, we began to talk and we realized that the need was bigger than just one check and that other organizations were not able to help. So we put it before our church and we got a list of the names of X amount of kids in foster care, their name, first name, their age, and things that they were asking Santa for. And so in that situation, we began to give away names on a Sunday morning to people. Would you be willing to make Christmas happen? Honestly, a small church, we had like 25 names, and I'm thinking we're gonna have kids that we're just gonna have to make up for. And amazingly, all those names were gone, and so we went and got more names. And CPS came in one day, and this church foyer was full of Christmas presents. And we began to just load up vehicles full of Christmas presents, everything from clothes for teenagers to baby toys to car seats to whatever, all came through the generosity of people. And I realized in that moment that we hit upon something that could be even more. And so I asked the leader of our child services, I said, what is one thing you wish you could do but you can't do right now? And in that moment, she said, I wish we could make sure that every kid in our county in foster care could have their own birthday party. Some things you have to pray about. I'm gonna be honest, some things you have to pray about. But there are also moments when you hear the heart of God and you know, I don't need to pray, I need to act. So we began to figure out the logistics. How can we make sure that every kid in our county could possibly have a birthday present? And we called that a birthday present in a bag. We were trying to think about how many churches we would have to get involved to make this happen. So what we've done is we have connected with a few churches in our county, giving them a month of birthdays. So for example, if there are 10 birthdays in the month of May, one of our churches from our section in our county is responsible for making those things happen. And so we've partnered with a couple churches because they have a heart for it, and who are we to deny that? And to this point, here we are in April, all of the kids in our foster care are receiving their own birthday presents. They are receiving, through a partnership through other organizations, their own quilt with their name on it. Every kid receives a cake mix. They're receiving the ingredients that they need to make a cake, like the frosting and this and that. They get a personalized handmade card for them, a gift specific to their age group. And here we are ministering to all these kids, and I still have people saying, I want to do more. I want to do more. And when you find the need, and the need matches up with the call, you'll find an amazing provision that happens. It'll happen in your heart, it'll happen in the physical realm, and that's what we've found recently. So our season of ministering to single parents has changed and shifted, and we've found another group of people that Jesus loves just as much, kids in foster care. Many of these kids have never had a birthday party of their own in foster care, and so we're making that happen. Nobody except for the lady workers at CPS knows who the church is, who's doing it, where it's coming from. But we know, and we want to make sure these kids know that they are loved and they are not forgotten, no matter what their family situation is.